DuudNutz and Duudnuts Incorporated have been around for a very long time. Some say they don't remember a time without DuudNutz. Many other companies say that their nuts are hard to beat. But they weren't always ahead of the competition. Back in 1969, the corporation Duud and Nuts were rivals in the nut industry. We asked Frank P. DuudNutz a few questions, CEO of DuudNutz and a leader in the nut industry.
Hey there. Good morning.
Good evening, Mr. Nuts. So, you're a big man in the nut industry, with a long career in selling nuts. Looking back on it now, whose nuts tasted better?
The way I look at it is the longer you sucked on my nuts, the better it tastes.
So, you think that sucking on the nuts is the best?
Of course. That's why our slogan was, "Suck on nuts." It was very popular with the people.
Interesting. I have a small question about one of your flavors, if you don't mind.
Please, I could talk about my nuts all day.
You have a flavor called Bavarian cream-filled DuudNutz. Why would you want your nuts filled with cream?
Why not have cream-filled nuts? They're very popular with the younger crowd.
After years of being rivals, the Duud Company and the Nuts Company came to an agreement to set aside their differences and work together. But things got a little hairy in the nut industry when the IRS started sniffing around their nuts. When things started going downhill for the two companies, Frank P. Duud and Spiffy J. Nuts decided to get married and combine their companies for tax purposes. We asked Spiffy J. Nuts about this situation.
Pleasure. So I wanted to talk to you about your marriage to Frank, if that's all right.
Of course. What kind of questions did you have in mind?
Is he gonna be all right?
Oh, yeah, that's Billy. He does that all the time.
All right, so you and Frank say that you got married for tax purposes, but we have images of you and Mr. DuudNutz together on a nude beach. Are the rumors true?
First of all, we did get married for tax purposes, so just put a button in that. Second of all, did you actually look at those photos? Did you know anything can be photoshopped these days?
I didn't mean to.
It was a nice day, and I was too warm. You know what? Can't two grown men just sunbathe naked? You know what? I need to leave.
What's wrong, my sweetie nut butter?
They were asking questions about us, about that wonderful night we had on the beach.
Hey, camera boy, you want some of my nuts?
The DuudNutz Corporation has been putting their nuts into people's mouths for generations, and people just absolutely love gobbling their salty product. The DuudNutz household have had many children during the years, some adopted and others not. Here we have a discussion with Fernando T. DuudNutz, oldest son of Frank.
So, Fernando, is it okay if I call you Fernando?
Of course.
Perfect. I would like to first apologize for your father. I did not mean to offend him.
No worries. He's always been a little sensitive, you know. Don't mention anything about his hair, or the lack of it.
So you wouldn't mind if we had a conversation about the company and your family?
Well, you see, me and my family have had our ups and downs, especially between my fathers and my brothers.
Well, would you mind talking to me about the relationship you have with your family?
Well, yes and no. See, 3 of us share the same father, but Billy is adopted.
Is that normal?
Happens more often than you think.
All right. So you said that 3 of you had the same father, but you haven't yet mentioned a mother.
Well, as you could tell, none of the DuudNutz siblings share any similarities, let's say. We do all share the same father, except for Billy, of course, he is adopted, but none of us share the same mother. To this day, none of us know who our mothers are or what they look like.
Do you mind telling me who that is?
Oh, that's just Guadalupe. She's just the maid around here. She helps out.
You don't see any similarities between the two of you?
Not really, no.
Years after the alleged tax marriage, one of the DuudNutz factories blew up. There were nuts and cream everywhere, setting the company back financially and morale-wise. The workers started to unionize and demand for better working conditions and more breaks. We interviewed Frank's son Billy about his weird screaming habits.
So, Billy, why do you feel the need to run and scream everywhere?
Well, to be quite honest, my love for nuts is just so great. Throughout all my life, I've had so many nuts in my mouth, and I've swallowed each one of them without gripes. It's truly just exuberantly delicious and amazing.
So, the reason why you are so, let's say, extroverted is due to your love of nuts.
Precisely. Now, if you excuse me.
How old is this kid?
The nut market is a very competitive industry. DuudNutz and DuudNutz Incorporated have had many competitors throughout the years. However, instead of perfecting their nuts to be the nut in everyone's mouth, they took a different approach. DuudNutz has made many legal attacks on their rivaling companies. One day, there was an explosion in a rival's company's factory, shortly after the unveiling of their alcohol nuts, which were a product recently announced by DuudNutz that was delayed before release, allowing the rival company to complete their recipe first. We interviewed Frank about his alleged foul play.
Where's my little nuts? That's my, there you are. Yes, let's go find that dang old deer. Come on, girl. Let's go find that deer. All right. Yeah, that's so good. Go, Jesus!
So, let's get into your alleged foul play.
Why would I take a bath in peppermint nuts? It's not like I wonder if peppermint seasoning makes my body cooler.
No, sir, I'm talking about the factory explosion.
Oh yeah, that. I had nothing to do with that. It's not like I just go around bombing my rivals' factories. I'm an honorable businessman.
Your dad, what do you want me to do with the bomb making stuff?
Go! Get out of here! I really do hate that child. And I didn't blow up that factory, all right? The bombs are just a hobby. Get out of here, Frank. I said get out! Oh, hello! Hey, come.
So, Alexei, why are you the least favorite in the family?
To be honest, I don't really know. I've been living under my dad's rules for my whole life. I'm even the accountant for their business. They never thank me, let alone pay me. I mean, I have a wife and 2.5 dogs. I have mouths to feed. I need to stay afloat. How am I supposed to get money without a stable income? I just can't believe I helped him make those bombs. And his husband doesn't even like me, man. It's like, why am I still here, you know? Are you listening to me, man?
Yeah, huh?
There you are. Hey there, buddy. You and me's gonna talk. We're gonna have a conversation, then you go sleepy buys in my nut fryer. No one ever told anybody this before, but it was me that blew up that factory. I did it because I was tired of everybody always craving my nuts and then leaving me. They would come for the nuts and then they would leave. That's it. They just wanted me for my nuts.
The most recent in a long line of controversies from the DuudNutz company is among the worst. No, It is not the unethical use of child labor or the insane upcharging of nuts as a way to maximize profit. The worst of the scandals is the company's love for tax evasion. Frank wanted to address these allegations.
Hey there. You on me? You good? You good? Okay. Hey there. I just wanted to let you know, the public and the United States government, that I, Franklin P. DuudNutz, have not committed any tax fraud. All of my money has been legal, and none of it has been unloaded into offshore accounts where it was laundered, turned into Chinese yen, then turned back into good old American dollars. That would just be absolutely insane. Whoa! That's Spudnuts! Spudnuts, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Hey, I know my rights. I did nothing illegal. All the nuts I sold were legal.
It's been an honor working with you.
I know my rights. Nothing I did was illegal. I sold the nuts legally.
Frank P. DuudNutz.
Who the fuck's that? Who is that? This is Spudnut.
I got you nuts now, you son of a bitch. Get out of here.
Son of a bitch.